Join me as a mum over 40 trying to grow my YouTube channel for monetization. In week 3, I gained 72 subscribers, which is just amazing, and learned really valuable lessons on balancing the growth with mental health. So stick around for my experiences and reflections on week 3 that I hope that you can use to help you grow your YouTube channel. Hi everybody, this is my week 3 YouTube growth monetization journey videos that I'm doing. It will mainly focus on the growth of the channel in week 3, what I did, the things I did to grow the channel, what worked, what didn't, and also my tips on balancing mental health whilst growing a YouTube channel, which is something I didn't expect to come across, but it's something that's impacted me in week 3. So before we start, you might notice something different around here. Yeah, I've gone pink. So I'm gonna do a video actually on going pink, from blonde to pink. Obviously, I'm a mum that's 40, I'm having some kind of midlife crisis, that's what this is about. And I've done a full video on the transformation. So anyway, let's jump right in with week 3 statistics on the analytics. So I put week 3's stuff there. And as you can see on the bottom of the chart, I posted 10 shorts. So I hit my weekly target of 7, so I was more than. I posted 3 videos in my niche subject, which is Bali, travel life, and wellness. And I posted my 1 weekly growth review video, which was week 2. So as you can see, I stuck to the commitment that I made, which was to make 2 videos, 1 growth video, and 7 daily shorts. So sticking to that meant that the channel grew, and I want to tell you why I think it grew this week. So overall on the channel, I had 5.7k views, I had 183 watch time hours, and I had 72 new subscribers. Now in week 3, I think that's really, really good. So I end week 3 on 173 subscribers and 329 watch time hours, which I'm very happy with. So most of the new subscribers are coming from 1 video, and that was my first video in week 1. That is still, it's slowed down now, but it is still getting 1 or 2 subscribers per day, which really just goes to show that you can start somewhere and use what you've got, start where you are, you're not an expert, and it can still do well for you. So my take home from that is probably just start the thing. Even though you feel like you're not prepared, you don't know enough, you're not good enough, you're all of these other negative things that come into your mind, they're not true, ignore them and just start something. So I'm on the lookout now for my next video that is gonna give me the growth that video 1 gave. And I've got loads of really good ideas for that, what that could be about. So I'm working behind the scenes to come up with my next, I wouldn't say viral video, but from my channel, a top performing video. Most of my videos get about 200 views on them. They maybe get a few, 2 or 3 subscribers, some get none. So they're not huge pull, they don't pull a lot in, but they're consistent. But I have 1 or 2 videos that I've created that I don't have the magic formula for just yet. I can't really say why they were successful, why they brought in the views and subscribers that they did, but they did. So I'm trying to repeat that formula. And one of the things that I have noticed is they were very detailed videos. They gave a lot in them, and they took me a long time to make. A lot of thought went into them, and a lot of creation time, a lot of editing. So they were the umphy videos. They weren't something that I just created and just put out there and then they just did really well and I'm just dead lucky. There was a lot that went into these videos. So I'm thinking on my next videos that I want to do, that I want them to be very detailed, very, very, very in depth for the people that want those things. They're getting what they need and they're getting what they want from them, rather than just getting a quickly put together video that they just jump on and then kind of go, wow, it's not really that good, and they jump off. I feel like YouTube is rewarding me for my very detailed, my detailed video. So that's the only take home I can get from the success of that video. I'm still looking into where people drop off in that video, what I could have done in that video to make them stay on longer and things like that. But there's no formula yet that I've found for that. But of course, the magic formula for YouTube growth is committing and showing up, doing the work, achieving the results. And it's not a quick win. Sometimes you might get lucky, but it's not a quick win. But if you turn up and if you show up, the results will come. And that's what I'm learning. By the way, thanks for sticking around. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So week 3 has been about doing more of the same from week 1 and week 2, applying all the learnings that I've learned, and I've learned a lot. I mean, I can't put into words where I was feeling emotionally in week 1, knowing nothing, to where I'm at now in week 3, going into week 4, the things I feel like I know and I can apply. So week 3 has been about applying the learnings from week 1, week 2, and showing up and committing. The commitment side of things for me is so important. It's so easy to start something, fall off the wagon, and just think, oh, it's too much, I'm not doing it. That commitment will put you in the top percentage of people that have a YouTube channel. And this is one of the reasons why 94% of YouTube channels never get monetized. They never achieve that goal of being monetized. 94%, 6% do, only 6%. And that 6% comes from commitment and turning up and showing up. So I ask myself as I go into week 4 and I'm feeling quite tired with the process, I've put a lot into it. I'm thinking, am I the 94% or am I the 6%? I know I'm the 6%. And why do I know this? Because I'm gonna carry on showing up. So the excitement and the nerves are fading as I'm in week 3 going into week 4. I'm starting to realize that the YouTube growth journey is a marathon and it is not a sprint. The emotional side is dawning on me as to how grueling it can be. Now, I didn't want this video to be about that. I was expecting to be about stats and growth. But one of the big take-home messages that I can give for week 3 is to look after your mental health in this growth journey. So I just give you an example. I'd had a lot of growth in week 2 and started week 3 growing as well. And it was exciting, it was great. I was checking my stats all the time. And I had a day in week 3 where I didn't get any subscribers and there was not really much interaction in comments and things like that. And I felt really low. It really affected me. I think when you have a dream or a goal that you put so much into, you're so invested into it, it can really take over your mindset. And when you feel like you've been took off that or something's not quite going right, it can really set you back. So I guess the take-home message from week 3 is to really look after your mental health. Focus on the growth, but your mental health is more important if you're going to carry on into week 4 and beyond and grow the channel to monetization. I'm working on a series of videos at the moment in wellness and mental health and why it's important to look after it in growing the channel. My background is in psychology and neuroscience a long time ago, but I'm now more on the holistic side. And so I'm here for healing trauma through natural therapies, having been having depression for all my life and medicating through prescription drugs, and also healing through natural remedies and realizing that I know which one is the key that works. So I focus now more on the natural side and the energy side of healing. So I want to do a series of videos where I talk about the frequency and vibration of energy and how it can affect you in the physical going forward. This applies to YouTube growth and YouTube videos because, believe it or not everybody wants you to win and not everybody wants you to succeed. So even though you might not be affected by that you might have subscribers or people that are watching your videos that are not your friends, so it doesn't matter. On an energetic level, vibrationally, it can affect you and your physical outcome. So I'm going to do a video on how to stop this energy, negative energy if you like, affecting your life and your performance without you even knowing about it. So look out for those new videos that will be coming, which I'm excited to do. So what did I do to combat this sort of negative mindset that was creeping in with my YouTube channel? So the first thing, I gave myself a once daily limit on when I would check the stats on the account. I was finding that I was picking up my phone every 2 minutes, or every time I had my phone in my hand, I would just quickly check on YouTube just to see what the stats were, how it was performing, and that just is no good. So I gave myself a once a day where I check it in the morning, my stats for the day, and that's it. I don't check in until the day after, the morning after. Obviously, it's not a good example to be setting my kids if I'm constantly on my phone checking my stats. It tells them that there's so much importance in it when there isn't, and I don't want them to see that side of it. I'm interested in its growth, but it's not my everything. Interestingly as well, my kids are starting their own YouTube channel for their own topics, and it's part of their online learning. So they're doing we're world schooling them, and part of their education is to learn about content creation and video editing and all the things that go along with that as part of their digital learning that they're doing, which I think is invaluable for them going forward. But what I've realised in week 3 is that there is a health aspect to creating content, and I don't want the kids to see me getting so preoccupied and so up or down with the emotions of it that they apply that to their life, that they see me as a role model, and I don't want them seeing that that's okay. That's not okay. I want them to see me take a step back and explain, I was feeling X, Y, and Z, and when you feel X, Y, and Z, it's important to feel the feelings, but to understand what they are and work to a solution to stop them from taking over your life. So it's very important for me that I treat this seriously, because my kids are involved now, and it's helped me really in one sense, because when applying knowledge to ourselves, it's very easy to be like, oh, it's fine. When your kids are involved and you've got all the good advice and well-intentioned advice in the world, it's very easy to apply that to them but not apply it to ourselves. As in, we know what's good for them, we know what's good for us, but why don't we apply that to ourselves? So in one sense, it's made it easier for me to objectively look at their situation and say, how would I want them to feel? How would I want them to deal with this? And it was about taking that step back and stopping checking the stats every 2 minutes. Secondly, I took time out for myself and went for a massage. This is something that is completely alien to me. In my former life in the UK, I would never go to a salon or a spa and have a treatment, like ever. In this new life in Bali, we have decided to really take an active approach into looking after ourselves, taking that time out that's so important to recalibrate. The world is a very busy, noisy place with information all the time, and I'm part of that information now because I'm content creating, but it's a lot and it's too much, and we need to remove ourselves from it and go inwards and have that space where we can internally look at the situation for what it is. And taking that spa day out on last week was so important for that, because once we get back into that space, that internal space, that's where the magic happens anyway. That's where the YouTube growth will happen. That's where your divine inspiration, your ideas, your wanting to help, your guidance, that will all be there. It's always there. It's just that it gets so blocked with the busyness of the day, the noise, the mental clutter, that if we take that back, take that time to just care for ourselves, it's all there. So big take home for me, big reminder for me, take that step back to care for yourself, look after yourself, and come back feeling energized, stronger, ready to go. So starting the self-care routine where maybe you do a few daily tasks that are just about you, just taking that time to care for you. And if that works for you, tell others. Go on your YouTube channel and tell people what worked for you that week, because there are so many people that are doing this YouTube growth, wanting a better life, wanting to create money, wanting to get out of their 9-to-5 job and earn online so they can be free, and they're getting trapped and stuck So if you have any tips or pointers that you did that week that made your life better, that you think then helped grow the account, grow the channel, tell others about it. Share the information. And the third thing that I did was protect my energy. So believe it or not everybody wants you to win. Not everybody is your fan. Sometimes people want you to fail. And in that, even though it might not affect you personally because you don't know them, it doesn't matter, on an energetic level, the frequency that they're putting out, the negativity that they're putting out, can affect you in a physical way. If you know this information, then you are then equipped to protect your energy. How do you do that? There are so many ways, and I'm going to pop so many videos out going forward because this is my thing. Before I started this journey, I didn't really understand energy and vibration and frequency, how it worked and how it affected our physical, very real, touching matter life. Now that I do, and I started implementing a lot of the things that I'd learned along the way, things change for me in ways that I cannot even go into right now. I will explain in another video, another series of videos. But it's purely this energetic level that you can cleanse and you can protect. So this is so important. When you know this information, you can make sure that that negative energy, the vibrational energy I'm talking about, never even reaches you. It never even touches you. It just washes off you. Protecting energy and cleansing energy is a must-do for me now in every aspect of my life. It's as important for me as a daily activity as brushing my teeth. I really do take that side of it so seriously. And I've got so much to share that I think can help you as well. The fourth thing that I did this week was start meditating again. So for me, I know how important meditating is to go inwards. And I always fall off the wagon all the time, even though I know how important it is. So this is my gentle reminder to remind me to meditate more. Every day, a few minutes per day is enough for the meditation to be successful. If you are struggling with meditation in any way, I have a blog that focuses on all of these aspects that I'm talking about today. That if you go on, there is a guide on there that's a meditation for beginners, and it really does take you through the very basics of establishing a routine, a meditation routine that you will stick to. And I need reminding of this, so that's why I've put this in the video, so that I go back to that and get that booked in. Week 3 was about establishing my meditation routine again, where it's literally just 5 minutes a day, where I just take the time to meditate. So important, and I know it can help. More importantly, I know it can help in your YouTube growth. And that's what I'm here for. And so that brings me to the end of my week 3 in my over 40 mum YouTube growth journey. I wasn't intending on week 3 to be about wellness or mental health, but that's where week 3 took me. I end week 3 on 173 subscribers and 329 watch time hours, which is amazing, and it is over 10% of my way to becoming monetized on YouTube, which is incredible. So I'm no longer at the start of the journey where I'm like, oh, I'm such a long way off and I've got such a long way to go. I'm 10% of the way in 3 weeks. Now, I wasn't expecting it to be this fast. I was expecting to be 10 weeks on and saying I'm at 10%. But even so, that growth is amazing. So if you're not growing as fast as you hope, keep showing up, keep turning up, the growth will come. And if you're a mum or a dad over 40 that has started your own YouTube channel, drop me a message in the comments, because I love that, and I love to see that other people are inspired to start their journey, because I really think we can do it. Also, if you leave a comment below, the YouTube algorithm loves that, so please do. And I want to be able to follow your channel, subscribe to your channel, and help you grow as well. Together we can grow. Let's get back to enjoying our growth in week 4, and it's a fly, and we're equipped with some new information now that will help us be stronger in week 4, that we can then apply all the learnings, all the stats, all the numbers. But the take-home message from week 3 is we have to look after this and this. So, yeah. See you next week.